everyone, currently on the road. Sophie's in the van with me, helping me film because you shouldn't film while driving, it's very naughty. Yeah, I was trying to keep to a budget now, so I'm trying to claim everything that I can for free because that's going to help. This morning I've been to Boscombe to pick up an IKEA foam mattress. I managed to find one of their foam mattresses, the same one we use in my current Boxer camper van. I found one of those for £25, which is, I understand to a budget, and that sounds like quite a lot, but when you're talking about a really comfortable night's sleep, I've got a double that I can cut in half to make a double thick single, which is going to be amazingly comfortable. Really luxury for a £1,000 camper van conversion. So I got that this morning. In the back, I'll show you. We went to a bunch of industrial units and asked around, and there's just pallets everywhere. If you go to like most industrial units, they just have a bunch of pallets lying around from stock they brought in, and we just kindly walked in and asked, and they said most of the time they get stolen anyway, so they were more than happy for us to take some. So they're going to be most of the structure that we've got for the van. So it's just like changing your mindset, changing the way you think, putting in more time to save money. I've been really curious to find out what is underneath the floor in here. The floor doesn't, I think it's a bit rotty on the bottom. The walls seem okay, but the floor is definitely a bit past it, so I don't think I can recover that. Look at this van dog. Right, I really desperately need to clean out the inside of this van. It's just super grubby. It just needs a little bit of a hoovering and a clean out. And then I can get on about removing all this ply in the back and trying to sand it back and see what I can recover. There's an incredibly funky smell in this van. It's not particularly bad, it's not like a smoker smell, it's just like a mechanical, oily, unpleasant smell in the air, and like I just want to get rid of it. So I think if I can get this cleaned out, remove all that ply, see what's behind there, clean all that out, and just clean through it all and see if it's like maybe chemicals or something that's leached into the plywood, and maybe I need to replace that, and we'll see. But I'm going to get to the bottom of this, so let's get tidying. Before I show you the next part, look at the state of this bit. This is all underneath that, a little bit of black plastic sheeting just here. But I took out the ply, and behind it is actually all this half decent plasticky bit as well. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the ply in half so it covers these bits, but keep these plastic bits because they're actually more aesthetically pleasing for me. And I removed one side, and that's really what's behind it. It's just cavernous space, so I can fill that with any insulation that I might get. And apart from a few screws that were holding it on this end, they all just really hold on with these those toothed bits, so they slot over like that. So we've cleaned up the van, gone really well. There's still a bit of a smell there. I found out that there was some like wadding and stuff down the side in those cavities. They were like some in the right and the bottom, and they were definitely, there was something funky about them. So they're probably helping with the bad smell. So I took those out. They're probably something to do with soundproofing or something like that, but at this point I don't really care. I'd rather not have that smell and have like rottiness in there. That's bad for my health rather than just noise from my ears. Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a section in this video to explain a few things. It's second video now on this series, and I just wanted to basically talk about what I've been doing so far. I've showed you that I've got a van, but I didn't really explain the processes behind it. I got my van through Gumtree. I found that Gumtree was the best option for me because it's a free site, so people put it up there, and usually when you input your postcode, it tries to find the closest stuff near to you. And so funnily enough, that van was only 4 or 5 miles away, which was fantastic. It meant travel arrangements to get there, and with 2 people and then get a car back. It was really, really easy. Gumtree is around in the UK. I'm not sure about other countries. I couldn't tell you because I haven't researched that. But really free-based sites. I found that eBay and AutoTrader, stuff around the same price, was usually for like spares and repairs and everything, because you have to pay a fee on top, so they have to boost up their prices a little bit to counteract that. So that's my little tip for that. Try and find a free sale website like Gumtree. Or Pre-Loved. There's quite a few of them actually, which is quite great. Now, I managed to, at the beginning of the video, as I said at the beginning of the video, I managed to find some pallets for free. What I did was I just scouted around a couple of industrial estates and basically found this one. It had a bunch of pallets outside, actually a bunch of different wood. None of the actual like sheet material was any use. It was the wrong thickness, etc. Yada yada yada. But there's some great pallets out there. I managed to source those just by asking very kindly inside, like, hey, can I have those? Are they going to just go in the tip otherwise? They were really happy to let me just take them, and so that's all my wood that I need for free, which is great. Now, normally I would be using a pallet puller to pull those apart, but I feel like that's an unfair advantage because I already have one of those, and that should really come at the cost of the £1,000 conversion. Also, the one that I have doesn't really work with taking apart those blue pallets because the slats are much closer together, so I'm going to find a different way to do that on a cheaper option. Also, oh, great news. Yeah, insulation. One of the bits I was worried about, I could go to Wix, for instance, and buy those like polystyrene sheets for like £7, but honestly, I have a bit of a soft spot for the environment, and that stuff is just the bloody worst. Personally, I just don't want to use it. So I was asking around, ask a couple of builders merchants and everything, and luckily, this is a bit of an advantage on my end. A family member was having some insulation installed in their house, and they had a spare roll of that sort of double bubble foil stuff. I keep forgetting, there's a particular name for it, but double bubble foil insulation. So I managed to get a whole roll for free. And you might think, oh, you're cheating a bit, but actually I've already asked around, and there's quite a few opportunities for me to get hold of some Celotex stuff, like panels of it, and just get it together, just from builders merchants, stuff they're going to chuck in the skip. And I was just asking around in my local area, so that's something you can do. The reason I chose this was because otherwise this stuff was going to go in the tip as well, and I just thought, screw it, it's the easiest way to get it. But I had seen stuff and I had the opportunity to get other insulation, so ask around. Just ask people. People can be nice. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is they're just going to say no, so that can't be so bad. Last but not least, I have gone out today and I've made a very special purchase, something that I'm really excited, and that is a GoPro 360 Fusion camera. I, funnily enough, just randomly bought this secondhand off eBay, spoke to the guy, he seemed very nice, and went up to see him in Bristol. Didn't quite expect it to turn out to be one of my viewers, which was really, really cool. He showed me his van, which I'm really sorry I can't show you because I didn't take my camera with me because I wasn't expecting to actually meet one of you. But yeah, no, really cool coincidence. Turns out to be one of my viewers. He's starting conversion. He's a windsurfer, badass, and I've got to thank him again. He also very kindly offered to try and find anything free that I could add to the van conversion, but unfortunately nothing really matched up with what I needed. But a massive thank you to you. This will be amazing for future videos, and in the next video I'll show you why it's so badass. And that really wraps this all up. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, because the rest of this series is going to be awesome, and future series is going to just get better and better, and the new units coming, and oh my god, it's so exciting. So many cool things happening in the future. So I'll catch all of you DIY nomads next week.